H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and sometime Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live, and it is Monday morning. Let me tell you something. It was a great weekend. So many things happening. I had so great a time everywhere. I got to go. Remind me, I got to go tell y'all a brunch for the first time at Mimi's. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you, oh my goodness. Roscoe's, I don't never want to see y'all again. Cause Mimi's chicken and waffles, man. You gotta understand, I'm a chicken and waffle connoisseur. And I went in there. And I got to give y'all a sneak peek. I just don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. I got to give y'all a sneak peek. Hold on. Y'all see that? Let me tell you something. You see my hot sauce up there? That's my hot sauce right up there. Oh my God. Thank you to the staff. Man, the young man, I don't know his name, who waited on me. Oh my God. He was unbelievable. Miss Mimi was there. Charles was there. Lance was there. Let me tell y'all something, man. It's just unbelievable Sunday brunch. That's my Sunday brunch spot from now on. Shout out to everybody out there. I'm gonna get to y'all. I just had to explain to y'all what happened to me this weekend. Let me tell you something. I like breast, right? That's the only place I like, right? And they actually, Robert, do you want it baked or fried? I think give me some. I want chicken and waffles, fried chicken and waffles. So they took the care of me. Thank you. Mimi's New Orleans Cafe and Oyster Bar is unbelievable. You got to try it. You got to try it, y'all. Let's see where else we at. I got so much to share. Things that happened over the weekend. I'm just gonna get to each of them. But let me talk to my starting five first on the Facebook. Let me talk to Melvin Deuce. Share the show. Dale Griggs, share the show. Chris Carl, Charles, share the show. Who else? Mate Corey, share the show. I know you do it anyway. Rabbit, Reginald Simpson, share the show. Let's see, on YouTube, Rod Wells, push the like button and share it to all of your whatever. You just share. You can share it on there too. I shared it on YouTube. You just got to share it to something, to your Twitter or something like that. Let's send me a Sim, share it and thumbs up. Alvin Pettit, thumbs up, share. D. Oakham, same thing. Who else? Brad Kimball, Eric Boone, all of y'all, thumbs up, share. What's up, Lance? I see you there. Daryl Anderson is out from San Francisco, choosing Alaska for 10 days. Saw Daryl this weekend. Let's see who else I saw this weekend. What's up, Keith Liggins? I'm shouting out to everybody. Hey, D. White. That Mimi's chicken and waffles. I'm serious. I just don't even talk about it no more. I'm serious. That make you go sleep now. I'm just telling you. You better have something else to do. And I did have something else to do. I went by the Ruck on the Wood yesterday. Went by there. Great time. Great event, man. I've seen that event a long time. I've been watching that event. My son went through this same thing, just like y'all. I had a son in this community, and he was always during this time of year. My son was always either doing something or he was hurt or something like that. But he always came out and supported if he was in town or whatever, what have you. Because it was sometimes right before they take a vacation. He'd take a vacation. We take a vacation. We just could never get the things right. But he always came back and supported. A great event. I saw some things that happened in the event that I want to talk about. Let me tell you something. It's a unique time. A lot of people are talking about doom and gloom in Houston basketball because Jim Hicks and Sloan, they at war. They have vents on each other's days. People be copying off what other people do. But when somebody explains something to me, two different events. Why? Just shut up. Yeah, I'm talking to them. Just shut up on social media. Quit the noise. Cause these kids don't care. All y'all doing is placating to these grown folks. Cause these kids don't care. I'm gonna show you why I said these kids don't care. And I'm talking to Sloan, Jimmy, and all you Sloan lovers and your Jimmy lovers and the in-betweens and all of them. Yes, I'm talking to y'all. Right? Cause I have no dog in the fight. I'm not. Let me tell you something. Neither one of them pay me to do nothing. Okay? Neither one of them. But I'm just sitting here watching. And people called me this morning, man, what will it take? I said, these guys don't have to get together. No, you're asking something that's not going to happen. It's okay. I told y'all, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X had differences. Martin Luther King and Adam Clayton Powell had differences. People have differences, ladies and gentlemen. Share the show. So, come, I'm going to give y'all a lesson today. People have differences. You don't have to be with everybody. You ain't got to be in business. And you ain't got to sit down and talk to everybody. No. I'm not letting everybody in my sphere of influence. You got to understand, y'all, in case you didn't know, because some people didn't know this morning, they tried that. They were together at one time. It didn't happen. They broke up. Stuff happens. You ain't with the same woman you met. You ain't with the same wife you was with. You ain't with the same man you first met. So somebody was calling me this morning. I said, man, it's not going to happen. You got two stubborn dudes. That's not going to happen. So, what I saw yesterday, it might put your mind at ease. These little young fellas right here, I don't know which one I'm saying, but these young fellas, this what I love. Killing about them grown folks. Them young fellas that won the 2027 Ruck on the Wood. Okay? Young fellas, I don't know all of their names, but one of them, I happen to know the name because I know his people. And I've been knowing him for a long time. And if things had to act right, shoot, he's been a family member of mine. But I saw something. Sean Mayberry, big fella in the middle. See how they hugging on each other? I saw them kids walk up the stairs. This what makes me happy. See, y'all can, let me put my babies back up there. Y'all can doom and gloom and, man, what we gonna do? Man, forget them dudes, man. This was important. Them look, that's who important. They were going up the stairs. And I guess a few of them played on the team because Sloan had an event last week, okay, freshman event. And they won over there too. I guess a few of them won. And they were going up the stairs. I said, man, we won over there last week. And now we won over here. Man, we rolling. The kids. Share the show. I'm telling y'all need to share. So everybody need to hear this. The kids, innocent in this thing. They having fun. It's all right to have more than one event. But you don't have to sit up and talk about one event and the other talk about the other. You don't need to do that. The kids enjoyed themselves. Grown ass people. Haters and haterettes. Them kids enjoyed themselves. I enjoyed watching them. A lot of them need to learn how to play. A lot of them don't know how to play. Some of them are just better than others. They got one young man on this team. I ain't gonna call him out. He know who he is. And I hope his folks watching. He could have lost that game. They could have lost that game. He changed the way the game was being played. This team was up, just beating the hell out of this team. One of these dudes just came down and thought he was Stephon Curry and shot the longest air ball and the ugliest ass shot, a brick I've seen. And I wanted to just come and say, come here, man, come here, come here. And soon as he missed that shot, the other team went on a run. Young fella, you could have cost your team the game by a bad shot. I never forget. I never forget. I was watching. Who is that? I think Skip to. I went to one of Skip to Malou. Maybe it was Skip. I went to somebody's practice. He was a point guard. Might have been Skip. Yeah, Skip. I went to his practice. So his point guard came down there. I mean, he was dicing. It's like, I mean, he was balling to me. But he came down there one time and shot a bad whop, whop, whop. Shot a shot off the dribble, but he hit it. And he stopped the game. He said, come here, man. Come here, man. Come here. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you why that was a bad shot. Yeah, you made it. It was a bad shot. Because if you take that crazy ass shot, then he think he gonna take one. He think he gonna get one. He think he gonna get one. Then you done messed the whole team up. Starts with you, point guard. It starts with you, guard. I ain't gonna call you no point guard. I'm gonna call you a guard. If you're a guard, you're supposed to be a floor leader. You can't go down there and jack up one of them ugly ass shots. Because it starts the other team runs. Bad shots causes runs, young fellas. I know you probably hadn't got a shot. And you know what? One little kid I love, Ty White. That's Keith White. Keith White is back, y'all. He got a son, Ty. He got, I think he got a rebound, long rebound. And he had a guy with him. And he kicked the ball ahead to the right of him. And he shielded the man by running, which is legal. Just shield the guy and allowed his teammate to make a basket. Uncontested because he shielded the guy. He could have kept on going himself. And when I see stuff like this, shout out. I just listen to me. Parents, listen to me. I just saw guys that popped off my head. Okay, no disrespect to no other body's kid. These are kids. I looked at their numbers and they popped off. Number 72, Carter Savoy. He going to Atascocita. He just popped off. I don't know what he did because I didn't put a note. I just wrote his name, Carter Savoy. His name popped out on me, son. 91, Kashoff Vijay Kumar from San Antonio. He's going to Clements. You popped off to me in the first game and then you went to sleep on me. You went to sleep the rest of the games. You follow me? Young fella, I hope y'all watching it. Number 59, Francisco Martinez. I didn't put no notes by your name, but you made the old man look. You made me look. 66, Trey Pinker. You made me look at you, son. There's something about you. Number 36, Cameron Martin, little lefty. He hit a shot for me. You know, when you hit a shot, wow, I'm loving you. Then Sean Mayberry, I just talked, he's going to North Shore. Sean Mayberry he got a chance. He got a chance to do something special. Got a chance to get him a college scholarship. Got a chance for his parents. Just keep playing. Just keep getting better. And I'm going to show y'all how to get better. Number 15, little shorty, Ryan Nelson. Oh, my God, I love it. Y'all got to know, I like God. I was a small guard. My son was a small guard. I'm going to be, that shoots the piss out of it. Ryan Nelson. Hit 2 in a row. Small, but hit the game time bucket. Mid-range, pull up. I love it. Let's go. Let me see who else I saw. Hold on. Malachi. Number 97, Malachi. Didn't get your last name. Malachi, my bad. Let me see who else I saw. Royce Shelton, the slasher. I like though Royce. Royce was in the championship game. Royce. They when that dude made that bad shot, Royce went right back at their head, and Royce almost put him back in the game. 44, Eric Boutte. Slim guy. He didn't make nothing. He didn't win nothing. But Eric Boutte of Summer Creek. I'm gonna be watching you, Slim. Number 13, Chris Williams. I'm gonna be watching you. 51, Jadarian Williams, going to College Park. He's invited to the Chris Paul's camp. Y'all gotta understand, I don't know none of these dudes. I don't know they've invited. People tell me this later. I was just, he said I sound excited. I was excited. Man, I love basketball, man. So I saw him. Somebody said, and then number 98, Corday Washington. Love Corday. Corday had the goggles. My son wore goggles. Corday, I love it. Keep wearing the goggles. But guess what? When you wear goggles, you got to play because people think you can't hoop if you wear goggles. All right? So you got to bust their head. And I found out on his Twitter, he's the Slim Reaper on his Twitter. For Westfield, he going to Westfield. We got number 73, Kristen Jones-Bynum. Got a good shot off the dribble. I saw him. And then I talk about Ty White. He going to straight Jesuits. But it was, let me tell you, y'all, I really enjoyed myself. I really enjoyed myself going out there. Couldn't play golf because it was too cold. Let's see, he said, because Skip. But I had a good time. I really had a good time. Let me see. Let me put I got something else on my background I want to share with y'all. But hello, Belinda. How you doing? Let's see what else. Then Doug Jones. Doug Jones put something out. He said, I'm not here to knock anyone else's events. That's for them to do. And they know who they are. But I still say Rucker on Wood as a whole is a whole different vibe and energy. And the 24 and 25 is next week. You know who you are. Man, just shut your ass up. You give different events from just shut up. Just be quiet, man. Just run your little events and charge them people all that damn money. You got to realize this is just a Ruck on the Wood. This is just a glorified pickup run. You supposed to be giving a camp. Why you around here got to talk about people? You don't have to like him. You don't have to work with him. But just shut up. Acting like a little ass kid. Just shut up. And you parents, y'all better start knowing the difference. Y'all better just start knowing the difference. You got guys charging you $160 per kid to go to an event. And then the kids coming over here saying, what? Y'all stupid. Quit being so. And I ain't mad at nobody for who they charging, what they charge. But don't be complaining about it. If you're taking your ass over there, pay it. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Then something else happened. Something else happened. What else happened? Hold up. I got to tell y'all. Here's some more. Because I saw it. I just want to make sure I had the right. I think they was giving me some information about high school basketball. Hold up. Dude said. And I think I added. I mean, I said something about it. They said something about, maybe I got to go to the tweet. Man, I didn't put it in my notes. I don't think it was there. But let me go. Let me show you. I got to share this with y'all. Stop. Stay off Twitter. Running your damn mouth. Hold on, let me see. I know because I don't comment much. And on Twitter, I don't tweet that much. If I tweet something, it's something. Yeah, it better be listening. Gary said something. He said, because I left. I enjoyed the 2027. I didn't stay for the two. I watched them warm up. I didn't stay for the 226. 226, my bad. I'll find out which one of y'all good, and I'm gonna give y'all. I'm gonna shout y'all out. Okay. I didn't have time to be there all day. That ain't my job. But he said too many handlers for kids with not one attribute at this Ruck on the Wood. He said, too many handlers. And I said, what? It was some handlers in there to handle what? To handle what? And I asked him. He asked the kid what school yet, And the kid had to look to 2 or 3 people to find out what school he was going to. I missed the kid's name. I'm gonna let y'all soak that up before I go. Before I say something, I'm gonna let y'all soak that up. Too many handlers for kids with not one pro attribute at this Ruck on the Wood. And shout out to J.D. Williams, the little kid going to Bel Air. I saw him too. I like you too. Chad. Y'all. And he said it got quiet because in the 9th grade, 2026, everybody was there. I told y'all this. Everybody was there. It thinned out a little bit for the next one. And so you can hear the handlers talking and coaching and telling kids what to do from silence. What we gonna do? I had a great talk with a young man this morning, and I explained to him that pipe dream he wanted, talk about why can't these 2 guys get together? These guys don't get together. These guys can't stop at nothing. When those 2 kids, when that group of kids were going up to exchange their uniforms to get their deposit back, that kid said, man, look, I love this team. We went over there to that other event, and we wreaked havoc over there. We won that one, and we come over here and won this one. So if it's about the kids, let's keep it about the kids. And you grown-ups, quit worrying about what these other people saying. I'm going to expose them because I'm tired of them. This shit been going on too long, man. How long? I don't like you. I'm not going to come around you. I ain't going to talk about you. You ain't worth me even talking about. You feeling me? So, shout out to the people. And we're going to get back to that because, we're going to get back to this because I'm going to talk about this all week. No excuses, Pro-Am this weekend. The team that I wanted to get beat got the slot beat out of them. The team that the coach is so... I said Patrick Beverly on the bench. That's what this dude said to me. You was stupid then and you're stupid now. That's just the way I am. I said, look over there at the name of that thing. I said, what is this called? It's the No Excuses Pro League, ain't it? Junior was the only pro in the whole damn building. Yeah, I ain't talking about overseas pro. I'm talking about NBA pro in the whole building. And you were. Tina, I wish you was here. You know how I am. I said, dude, if I knew, this is what I told, if I knew you was like that, I would have never let it. I said, ain't another pro I bring to town. I have influence wherever, ever play on your team. I told him to his face. Then he walked up, sashayed off, and got his ass beat by 30. Shout out to my man, Stretch Williams had 62. And then my young fella, Jacob Young had 60 something. He had, yeah, it was 60. Jacob had 60 in a loss. And Stretch had 60 in a win. Shout out to D'Angelo Harrison. Have safe travels. He going overseas back to where he came from. But y'all, we got to do better. And I'm gonna show y'all why we got to do better. You know, cause some of y'all messed up. Some of this stuff mental illness, and y'all don't even really know. You know how in our community, man, some of you folks that I just listen to, man, people be watching y'all tweets and y'all comments and some of y'all. Marcus said, I try to stay in the lane of delivery of information, but I would like to be in the lane of making decisions. I don't like to be in the lane of making decisions. Wait a minute. Parents must do what they feel. Okay, yeah, okay. Um, Watching kids that are 6'3" and in the same classes. I don't understand now. I know one parent that's gonna kill. Man, these parents somewhere. Hey, yeah, he just sashayed off. He just walked off from me like Patrick Beverly. I said, oh. Seth came off the bench. And he was okay with it. No, he wasn't okay with it. He knew he had he knew what he was dealing with. But y'all, I saw a lot of bad basketball yesterday. But I got a solution for you. You know how they tell me, Robert, I got a solution for you. Okay? Got a solution for you. Okay? Got something for you. Got something for you. Let me go to my notes. Got something for you. I took a visit out to Rosenberg, Texas. On Friday, I was invited to the opening ribbon cutting. I wish they had told me. When you think you're going to a gymnasium, you know, I had my golf stuff on because I was going to play golf later. But I wish I had dressed up, you know, to go. But great event. The Epicenter in Rosenberg, beautiful edifice. Oh my goodness, you got the big stadium that hold about 16,000. Then right next to the stadium, right adjacent to it. I mean part of the building. You walk through another door, you got 6 courts. Got a new thing, and within this structure, triple threat 360 basketball training academy is going to be housed. Okay. 360 basketball training, future stars programs, basketball training academy, competitive basketball leagues, elite basketball club programs, holiday and summer camps and mentorships and social skills. 2 gentlemen, one of them is Kelton Solomon, our very own Kelton Solomon's over it, and him and Tim Owens. These guys, I mean, they waited. They've been trying to build a gym here and to build a gym here because they know they had a product. And I know this is needed. And let me tell you something. They are in the process. And I got to wait because I might be jumping the gun. But they are in the process of hiring trainers for these academies. Okay? The reason I don't know the exact particulars, but I'm going to flash this thing across the screen right here, and you can get the number, and you can call them. Let me tell you something. They're hiring trainers. They're going to have academies. Okay? Kids, you can sign up. These people are thinking of that. Let's check this out. They're going to have mentorships and social skills programs. They're going to have camp. They're going to have elite basketball club program. They're going to have a club program within their structure. But as I saw yesterday, we need some more people to teach these. I saw one of the best plays in the world, and I didn't write the little kid's number down, little old short guard. He gave the prettiest give and go for, and I called it. I'm sitting there, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I was talking from the sideline. I was talking for Air Ray Dixon. Email me at chopshophtx@gmail.com. Chop Shop htx at gmail.com. What's so unique, man? This little dude, I said, I said, uh, I said, pass it. And the little dude cut. I said, pass it. He kidded it for the layup. It was the prettiest. I'm just out. See, I get it. I get out there and get consumed. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. When I'm out there watching these games, and then you got to watch two games. It's a game going on in front of you, game going on behind you. But I said, I guess what I told the young man? Young man, that's the best play I've seen all day. He just started laughing and went up down the court. I didn't get his number, little shorty. Oh, I wish I knew him. If somebody watching it know that little boy, I want to know his name. But it was just unbelievable. Shout out to Doug Jones. Shout out to Jim Hicks, Sandra, the whole crew, Foley, the whole crew. Let me tell you something. That thing was, boy, running like clockwork. Roderick Haynes, you go take your pictures here. You go upstairs here. I mean, they had it. They had the times when you come check in, and with the last name of the kid. It was just unbelievable. How this thing was rolling, man. And the parents, who smart ones brought their chairs. I stood up the whole time. I ain't bring no chair because I'm gonna walk and rock and talk to everybody. But it was just an unbelievable event. Hey, shout out to Gary Carter, his crew. Let's see who else was there. That I know. Archie. I'm trying to see. I just don't know the name. I saw Doug. I talked to Doug. I'm just trying to see the people who were around there working. Man, that was a first class event, you know. And that's why I don't mind going and supporting stuff like that. Because I know it's first class. And on a college campus, these kids get the chance to get worked out. I mean, warmed up by college coaches. It's just at St. Thomas University. It was a unique experience, man. Parents, and next week is the upperclassmen. The 25 and 20. What's next week? 25, 24 and 25, 24 and 25. Is that right? 24 and 25. He said, Curtis Joyce said, I saw a kid playing for camps going into his senior year, can't play dead. These guys taking the money and telling. Yeah, see, that's why I love what I just talked about, the Triple Threat Academy. What I saw is just kids just don't know how to play. So the Triple Threat 360 Basketball Training Academy, they're gonna try to teach you how to play. Okay? And when you go to these academies, when you go home, work on the stuff that they taught you at the camp. Like people be going to get golf lessons. What the hell am I gonna pay all this money for a golf lesson and then just don't go and practice it? Don't make no sense. King Six, I saw Darwin there. He said he enjoyed it. I didn't get a chance to see his little cousin, little nephew there, but I got a chance to meet him. Who else was there? Marcus said, I worked a combine this weekend at the crossover with to help a good guy lunches brand. Okay, all right. Shout out to them. You know what, Herb? I'm not implying. I don't know what other people events are because I don't go to everybody events. So listen to me, y'all. Listen to me carefully. I'm not talking about nobody else's events because I know his ass gonna think I am, but he ain't that freaking important. I'm just talking about when people come and tell me stuff. That's all I can go by. And I'm not mad at him for running janky events. I'm mad at the people for paying to go. I'm going to repeat that. I'm not mad at somebody throwing janky events. It's going to always be janky. They made a movie about janky promoters, so it's going to always be there. They're going to always be there. But don't understand the parents. Y'all got to understand. If I don't get the value of what I'm getting, I'm just not going to pay it. It's restaurants in this city I wouldn't dare go to because of what I didn't enjoy the experience. That's why I talk about Cleopatra so much. That's why I talk about Kelton Solomon wines so much because my friends, they said, and me and my friends, we've sampled their products. They first class. It's people. He said, you don't have to attend events to know they're janky. Yes, I do. I do. Unlike anybody else, I want to. I want to attend. How do I know a place ain't good unless I've been? You know, I don't have to attend, but what I did, I watched and looked at the fruits. I've seen the tweets. I've seen the screenshots. And it seems to be parents are saying they got buyer's remorse. I haven't experienced it because I haven't been to the events. That's the point I'm trying to tell you. I haven't experienced a janky promoter because I haven't been. Unlike y'all, I don't go to the janky promoters events. Because if I show up at the event, it's going to put my validation on the event. And shout out to everybody I met and saw that watched this show. I did not realize that many people watched and share this show. One dude told me today, he said, man, do you think I just watched the Chop Shop because I like you? No, I like the information that you're giving me. I said, damn, dude, how you had to go out there like that on me? Yeah, but I understand what you saying, heard, but me personally, I like to go. But it's just something I don't want my Yes, I had a large enough samples. Absolutely. I've had a large enough samples. I've seen enough tweets. I've seen enough tweets to know that I just don't understand parents. Y'all, I'll never forget, I ain't gonna call his name, but he called me, man, I'm just sick of Trump. I said, dude, I ain't mad at Trump. He said, why you ain't mad at Trump? I said, because I know who he is. I'm sitting up here worried about the people, the 70 million who voted for him. They might be living in my neighborhood. I ride my bike around here. I jog around here. Trump ain't coming down here. He ain't thinking about me. Them janky promoters, I ain't mad at them. I understand them. Them dudes trying to make money. Every janky promoter I know, they trying to get their hustle on. But mamas and daddies, y'all got to realize they trying to get a hustle on. Don't let you and your kid be hustled. Don't let your kid be hustled. That's all I'm trying to tell you. If you love that event, if you love that, be my guest. I can't stop people from voting for Trump and loving Trump. But I'm not finna be mad at Trump. I'm not mad at the janky promoter. Janky promoter knows that I'm on the show with Jimmy, and he know if he say something about Jimmy, so janky promoter just smart enough that I just got to hate Robert too. I ain't never did nothing to the damn janky promoter. If y'all listen to me right now, I ain't did nothing to the janky promoter. I just ain't gonna go to his stuff. I ain't finna bad mother. How do you over there? Y'all got to realize when I showed up yesterday, I didn't realize how many people knew about the Chop Shop. That's a first class ran event yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you didn't know. And if your friend's telling you a flat out lie, if Jimmy's event was some bull crap, don't y'all know I'll say it? One dude came up to me and said, Mr. Hall, I'm just playing. But man, take it easy on Jimmy. I said, I know. I said, Jimmy take too long to get his damn points out across. Take it too long. So I had to finish it for him. But it's just fun, man, knowing that we got people out here that's committed to excellence and doing certain things. I ain't saying they do everything right. You know, I was just thinking about I'm sitting there eating yesterday at Cleopatra. At Mimi's, and I look up, and Charles got some written up in the ceiling. He said, I'm gonna paraphrase it. He said, We don't sell soul food. We sell food for the soul. We serve food for the soul. And I ain't gonna lie, they had me right yesterday. Y'all don't understand. I couldn't eat all of it. I took it home. Later on, when I came back from messing with Jim and them, I finished it. What's up, Foley? Foley, great event yesterday. Y'all, man, I'm telling y'all, I got in there. I said, Jimmy, I said, Doug, where my sheet? Jimmy had the sheet ready for I know every kid that I want. Let me tell y'all something, man. Don't let these people fool y'all, man. Don't listen to me. I got something for you. I don't know about the other event, but I know this is a first class event that I went to yesterday. Okay, I don't know about the other event. I'm just hearing things, right? Don't let people change the price tags on what is valuable. We are valuing things that are of no value. Janky promoters, we are valuing. When I have to overhear a kid, I don't know, a kid saying, I don't have to pay but $30 here. And I got better competition and better. And we had to pay $160 at the event. We was at last week. It was a kid, so I couldn't butt in. But I wish I could have got the parent and said, what are y'all doing? What y'all should have been spending that $160 and call triple threat that I got on the bottom of the screen. I call Herb Baker. I call who else I've seen people work out. That's what y'all need to do. Spend that $160 to go and let some people teach you more about to teach you how to dribble a basketball, but how to be able to be to stay off crazy social media, to do stuff. These guys gonna teach you life lessons. I see call Curtis Stewart. I haven't seen your work, so I ain't seen your work. I can't vouch. Y'all know me. Curtis said that. Curtis, I haven't seen your work. I ain't been in the gym and watching you. So I couldn't, but I like that. I like you plugging yourself. I just can't plug you. I've seen these guys work. He said, all that watch, hold on. I ain't never been invited. All that watch and see the Chop Shop are the ones that spread the word about the show. But I ain't gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all the problem. When I see other people talking about other shows, I just don't hear y'all talking about this Chop Shop like that on social media. Y'all might say it to your friends. Sometimes I ain't heard nobody at the Chop Shop talking about that's the best show. I'm telling y'all, I'm finna tell y'all now. I'm not lacking that. Y'all see this other. Y'all wait till I finish in a minute. Hate that movie. He said, Janky promoters have the nerve to ask my daughter to come stream an event for him and not pay her. Wow. He said, we have a support in Houston that does a tremendous job. Wait a minute. We have a promoter here in Houston that does a tremendous job. He goes by the name of Janky Joe. So what are we going to call? I like that. Janky Joe. No. Janky promoter and Janky Joe, two different things. No. Inviting my Chop Shop family to my church, Wheeler Avenue, this Sunday. We feature the TSU band. Okay, I got you. Mindy finna have us getting up because you know I'm coming. She gonna have me getting up at 8. See, this is what I do. See, this is what I do. See, Mindy gonna have me getting up. I'm coming over there. 8 o'clock in the morning. Pastor Cosby, I'll be there, boss. But y'all, y'all, when I'm on this show, man, all I be doing, man, is trying to communicate life. Yes, I'm gonna be loud. I'm loud in person. I'm loud in anywhere. People tell me, "Yo, we hollering at me. I ain't hollering at you. I'm loud." So some days I come in here and I say, when I get to talking like this, y'all be talking about, somebody be talking about, speak up, Hannah, because they didn't turn. But man, charge it to my head, not my heart. It takes a real one to do what I'm doing right now. Every day on this show. Takes a real one. Okay? Ain't too many people going to invest this kind of time in their community. Just tell them. Go find it. Go find me one. Curtis Joyce said, if I was in Houston, I'd bring my grandson to her. I can tell he's a straight shooter. Many, I'm there. Robert Young is in the building. I'll send you my number out there. There you go. That's how you do it. There is a way more than basketball. Yes. Y'all, let me tell you something. Basketball is great. Basketball is great, right? You know this guy named, what's his name? What's the guy named? Big guy? What's the big guy? Went to Kentucky. And his mind, I shouldn't be forgetting his name. DeMarcus Cousins. He can play basketball. He's one of the best basketball players in the world. But his attitude got him not playing in the NBA. The things have he done. So your kid, what's the use? Thank you. Y'all knew who I was talking about. What's the use in knowing how to play basketball? What's the use in going to triple threat just for basketball? See, triple threat gonna have mentorships and social skills. Triple threat gonna invite guys like me, NBA players out to impart people in their kids. You follow me? They get it right. Hey, Mindy, I don't worry about parking, Mindy. I got a driver. Okay? Mindy, I ain't worried about parking. I got a driver. I ain't got to get there early. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm going to get dropped off and picked up, man. I had to mess with men. It's very important. Mentorship and social skills. This is what basketball training. It's not enough. John Morant can play basketball, right? But look at this. Watch this.
I'm coming from speaking for my son. Like, make sure anytime y'all anywhere know the capabilities of everybody around you, right? My son didn't get in trouble for the people around him. He got in trouble for his decision. So always be mindful of every decision y'all make because it can pretty much take over you, it can consume you, and make you think that you who you're not, right? So anytime y'all everywhere, and they're saying the correct thing, anytime y'all everywhere, just think everything is looking at you. Everything is magnified. The smallest thing you can do can make the biggest difference in your life. I don't like talking like that. I can curse y'all out all day and have fun with it. But when I'm talking like from life living, I get kind of emotional, so I kind of fall back off that. But I'm just telling y'all, just make the right decision, all right?
I wanted y'all to hear that because I know a lot of y'all bashed him and bashed him and bashed him. He said, my son didn't get in trouble because of people around him. He got in trouble because of his decisions. Hey, Melvin Deuce. Mr. Mr. Let me show you something, Melvin, dude. His decision on choosing friends. Let me tell you something, Melvin, dude. Melvin, dudes, all my life, I've been around the dudes that close to me in my house that smoked, that drank, that did drugs and everything. And I didn't. So don't tell me about choosing friends. So I should not, I wouldn't have no damn friends. I got to learn how to navigate that thing. It ain't my friend's fault. If they like to smoke and they like to drink and they like to, I don't let them influence me. All my friends, come on, man, get an earring. Ain't an earring nowhere in my ear. Never gonna try to be like nobody else. So guess what? And they tried to influence me for years. Man, just take a drink. Man, just take this. Just take this. Just smoke one of these. Dude, I didn't want to put it in my body. Because I learned I ain't got but one. Now, if I had 10 bodies, maybe yes. And I'm tired of this word. I'm finna get rid of this word too, financial literacy. No, get rid of that word. Get rid of that word. I don't like that word. It's a financial process. You're learning the art of financing. The art of financing change every year. Even your financial planners have to go to seminars and go every year. Different tax changes. It's a process. It's not literacy. It's a process. You're just gaining more information about what you're doing and what are you into. You're gaining, and it's a process. You're gaining steps by steps by step by steps. See, they trying to say we don't know. Yeah, we know some things about money, but guess what? Now you got a different set of money. So guess what you do? It's different process, different people you got to hire. You follow me? Hold up, Jimmy that came on. Hold on. I know he couldn't miss the day. I see you over there, boss. So let's watch that. I got you. It came in already. But Marcus, I'm just giving you another way to look at it. It's a process, Marcus. These young kids who one day didn't have could, like what the boy say, he couldn't balance, didn't have $100 in his account. Then he gets millions when he get drafted the next day. Your life changed. It's not easy. It's easy for people to run their mouth about it, but I've been there and seen the transformation when a kid didn't have nothing. And in a few weeks, he's a millionaire. A few months, he's a millionaire. And it's a process. And them kids just want everybody else to do it for them. Like I told you, I had to teach some guys how to fill out a check. They never filled out a check before. It's a process. I wouldn't say he was illiterate or he didn't have literacy. He just didn't know that right then. It's a process. You get to know that as you go. So that's just me. But if you want, hey, I'm gonna call Pastor. Hey, I don't need no good seat, man. I just want to be in the church, man. What good seat at church? If I'm just in the church, man, I'm good. I sit up there where everybody else at. Let me see what they talking about. Jimmy, I'm just talking, man. We was talking about I forgot what topic. Oh, I was talking about Kelton and Kelton and Tim and what they doing out there at the 360 the Triple Threat 360 basketball at this new venue out there. It's an amazing venue, man. I wish I had went to see the whole venue. I had to get and make sure I get my oil changed and all that kind of stuff. But make sure you send me pictures, Kelton. But shout out to everybody. So I just, and they teaching Jimmy, because what I saw yesterday, I saw something yesterday. as them kids won the 2027 championship. And I walked upstairs with them. They was going to take the uniforms back. And the kid said something. He said, one of them said, "Man, like this team. I like this team right here. Look, we balled last week and won that other one, the event last week. Then we came here and won this event. Man, I love this team." These kids were happy. These young kids were happy. They went to the other event the week before. And then they went to this event. Them kids, I didn't hear them kids say nothing. They just enjoyed balling with his friends and winning both events. The championship. I mean, I just heard him. And after that, I had to go to the car. Because I'm seeing all these tweets, people talking about this, and people talking about this, and people talking about this. And I'm saying, but these kids, they just enjoying the basketball. They ain't with all the other stuff. They won that one last week, gonna win this week, and they're happy. They're going into their school year because school starts soon. On a great note. So I just wanted to share. I saw that yesterday, and that was the highlight of my day. Just seeing them kids enjoy themselves.
Boy, Rock on Wood. Oh man, dude, I was woe out yesterday. Got leaving that place. I guess I don't know what reason, but there's a lot of moving parts that goes into that thing, making that open gym uh, to keep the candle lit. And now we still got work to do because there's another session on Sunday coming up. And this session coming up is for the 11th graders and the 12th graders. And see, here's the thing. I think somebody from out of town asked about Ruck on Wood, which they all do, different time. Some of you guys may have got questions. What is it? What's going on down there? And so I went to go Google Ruck on Wood, and one of the old ones came up, reminded me, like of all the ones that came up, the one from the Fundy. We did occupy the Fundy Recreation Center about 10 years ago for Ruck on Wood. And it was, man, that was electric that particular year because we used our platform to influence so many young aspiring hoopers to come and play under that historic, one of the most historic basketball venues in all of the United States of America, which is the Fundy Recreation Center. I mean, it's almost like performing at the Apollo to play on that court in a game, in a game with a uniform on. That's how you put it. In a game with a uniform on. Not many people have played on the Fundy with the uniform on. That means whatever it's worth. So I did that, and I started thinking, I'm like, man, back then I started seeing, the Galen Robinson was there, and Curran Roach was there that year, and so many. And I'm like, man, back then, it was almost like if you were called upon, it's almost like if you was like a white person getting summoned for jury duty. If they call up on your ass, you're gonna show up. What you laughing at, man?
Man, keep talking, man. I ain't never heard nobody say that, but keep going. Because I know some white people don't want to go to jury duty. That's why I laugh, but keep going.
I know a bunch of black people don't want to go either, too. But in all seriousness, that one weekend, which would be the last weekend or to one of the last weekends of August, that last Sunday, I'm sorry, it had become an obligated space for most hoopers to feel. It's an open gym, not a camp, not a clinic. It's an open gym. And for many of you who claim this and that about your players, when you find yourself have to recruit a kid to go to open gym, that's a problem. That's a red ass flag.
What you mean to recruit them?
You got to recruit them, convince them.
Convince
Hey,
them? You mean
yeah,
convince them?
that mean recruit them. Convincing somebody mean you're recruiting them.
Okay.
Indirect. That's
But
that's
they're your
exactly
own.
what it
They're
is.
your own kids, though, ain't they your own?
Huh?
Aren't they their own kid? I don't know.
If
Okay.
you got to recruit them, convince them, right, to want to go to play an open gym, that's supposed to be muscle memory for a hooper to want to go into an open gym,
Oh
especially when
yeah.
it's
Oh yeah. Okay,
that
I got it.
you shouldn't even have to even you all you gotta do is say open gym, man, with everybody gonna be there. And that's how it used to be.
Oh, I'm
Now,
at the gym now. I'm at the gym.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so we just move your open gym that it used to be at your own school against everybody who you always whooping their ass. You 5 times better than everybody there. So you love just that's where you feel comfortable with your open gym? Or if you're going to go to the open gym, whereas you say, well, I'm gonna go over to the Y with my uncle, or to the 24-hour fitness with my uncle, and y'all gonna hoop. But that guy that's guarding you, he 28, 35 years old, he really ain't defending you like that. He defending you, just going through the motions. This open gym, you got a young guy gonna put an elbow on you. They gonna get up on you. They're gonna try to you go up in the paint, they're gonna knock you on your ass. You're going to get up, look at and we have a referee there.
You had to be tough in that joint. I heard a parent why some old dude whining over there. I said, dude, this is the dude. They ain't calling that player. He better get his ass back up and get. I just said, dude, he ain't calling that one. They're fouling and they're fouling and it's a foul, rep man. Hey, player, they ain't calling that out here, man. I had to tell him.
Why would they want the ref to call? The clock is not stopping. So there are 3 guys on the bench waiting to serve in. So you want your kid to go and you want the referee to just call the foul so he can go line up, take it out again. That's 30 seconds off the clock.
Jimmy, I didn't meet him. He looked like an angry old man. He looked angry. He's like telling people to pass the ball that wasn't his kid. See, all of them ain't none of my kids. I'm gonna tell you to pass. All I'm telling you is to pass ahead, not to pass it to no particular person. I'm just saying, if one little dude followed my instruction, Jimmy, and damn that dude back door, he turned around and looked at me. I said, "Boy, that's the best pass I'd have seen."
What number was that?
I can't tell you his name, but little dude, man, I'm so mad. I wish I could replay it back in my mind. This little fella.
Session, the first or the second?
First session. I didn't go to the second. I had to leave. Okay. I leave. Yeah, but little young fella, I know what court he was playing on. He was playing on the court, I think court 2. I mean, little dude, he saw the dude cut. I said, pass it. He hit him. He turned around, looked at me, and just started laughing. Boy, I said, that's the best play I've seen all day. And I should have got his number. He was just a little dude, but he made the right pass. They didn't pass the ball to him no more. So his teammates wasn't that smart because I would give it back to him. And Jimmy, in environments like that, I tell y'all kids, man, you got to be aggressive out there. I ain't saying sure. You got to be aggressive, man. It's called competing. It's an environment. If you are faint of heart, you won't thrive in this event. But Jimmy, you
will get plenty of opportunity, though.
Yeah.
Well, enough opportunity to do so.
Yeah.
But you're right.
They go. Let me tell you something. See how I do, Jimmy. I'll sit and watch people. Well, I watch people. I just love people. And I really love it. A little kid I knew when he was a little boy, and now he was one of the best players. He was on the championship team last night. And I knew him was a little bit boy. And remember that name? Mayberry, Jimmy. Number 9.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Sean Mayberry.
Yeah.
Hey, he got a chance.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He got a chance.
Yes, sir.
And you guys know how to say that. He
Uh-huh.
has a chance.
Chance.
He has a chance.
Jimmy,
A
I'm gonna tell
chance.
you, Jimmy,
He has
Jimmy,
a
tell me.
chance to be special. He has a chance to be.
I'm gonna
He's
tell you who I fell in love with, right? I fell in love over there watching. So dudes, you know how where I be, wherever I be, people listening to what I'm saying. And I said, oh, I love him. I love him. He happened to have, Jimmy happened to have on goggles, number 98. Oh my goodness. That's my new best friend. I like him. I like him. 98 with the goggles. You know, if you wear goggles, I'm gonna like you anyway. My son wore goggles.
That's your new
Huh?
best friend, huh?
Yeah, that's my new best friend. That's my new best friend. Cause Jimmy, I was
That's,
just watching him. What he did, Jimmy, he made me look good, right? Cause I said something about this dude before the game started. The way he was moving, and then he went to just, Then dude said, "You just said it." I met me some movie. I should have got that name. Whoever the guy was in the white standing next to me the whole damn time. Man, what's your name? Cause my bad. I didn't even ask who your name was, man. My bad, man. I get so caught up in the basketball game. I ain't thinking about nobody but them kids, man. But I wish I had found out who the guy was. Cause he told me, he said, that's that one. That's the best player in there right there. Talking about another player. Talking about another player, Jimmy.
I had several people say that describe
Yeah,
the best.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Hey, man, it's gonna sort itself out.
Oh yeah,
This is
yeah,
an
yeah.
open gym.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? And if a kid, my thing is, if more a solution, if
Okay.
more adults start taking or influencing and encouraging these young kids to go play more street ball, more open gym settings, go out there, get on the slab. And if they do so, then kids will be more prepared for Rucker on Wood. You don't have to do it, but it helps. And this is one of the core fundamental elements of I guess of unorganized basketball was people would go and play in such fashions. And you know, it can measure a lot of things about players that you can't really tell with in a regular game. You can't really tell when they're being coached or if they go to practice. You can tell by some of their natural instincts. You can measure and tell about how tough they are. You can tell some of their ability, their communicative skills, whether it be nonverbal or verbal. You could tell their ability to adapt in an unfamiliar territory amongst peers. Those are things that you can tell at this type of setting. And for the most part, everybody who leaves there, for the vast majority, they are impressed at the end of the day with what they saw. We try our best. Guess what? Referees aren't there to call the
No,
fouls.
no.
So we try to explain that. We trust me. The kids know in advance. The kids are told that before they play. Guards are warned. Do not take that ball into the hole if you don't have a plan to execute. If you can't go and deal with the consequences, because I guarantee you that somebody's gonna knock you on your ass if you go in there with some crazy stuff. And guess what?
They
More time
did.
than not, it's going to happen. And so, guess what? So that means if you try to do that again, that's letting me know your intelligent quotient level of basketball. That's what that's doing. So that means I can evaluate that. It lets me know that you were trying to run your ass through that wall again after that wall and knock hickeys upside your head. It lets me know that. Okay, I see what we're dealing with now. Then that way, now if I see you in another setting and I watch you at your high school team and you have a play to make during the closing seconds and you make a bonehead decision, it'll automatically revert back to me watching you at Ruck on Wood do something stupid or silly on the court. This type of stuff, and guess what? It's not the end of the world. And I try to explain to people, this not, guess what? It's just, and we take that type of pressure off these young people that every time they play, it got to be a home run. This is one where it doesn't have to be a home run. Haller said it earlier. If you, I just need you to compete. If you compete, That's almost like pedaling on the bike. And if the more people that's competing, the faster that the bike goes, it generates an electricity that goes through the building that everybody feels like, man, I'm loving it up in here. But if you ain't competing, it makes people feel like they wasted their time, or you are a waste of time on this day. And so, for the most part, I applaud the classes of 2027 and the classes of 2026
Me too.
on yesterday because they, for the most part, they competed.
Yeah, they were
And
going.
guess what? Hell, I didn't see a whole lot of. I didn't see no one guy in there that was, oh, this a pro or this.
Oh,
Guess what?
hell
No,
no.
I didn't see it, and you don't. And it's okay.
It's okay.
But you know what? Because these guys are going to grow. Some of these guys that might have been 5'10" could be 6'2" next year when we see him. One that's 6'2" can be 6'6". One that's 6'6" can be 6'9". We don't know, but you gauge the fun things that you can only control with your eyes right now and what you see. And that's the thing about it. That's so what we do is, as I said the last week, we have the nation watching you. Houston, Texas. They're watching you right now. Trust me. Everybody. We had a guy that flew in from the, shout out to Ike Wilson from the Under Armour sponsored playground. Used to be the Playground Warriors. They're the Playground Elite, I think, from on the Under Armour circuit. He flew down to Houston and he was in the building yesterday. Stayed there for both sessions. Then went and got him a section at one of them spots on the chitlin circuit. I couldn't make it down there last night. You couldn't get me on, not that place on Alameda on no Sunday. Oh, you ain't getting me in that place on no Sunday. No way. All them young folk blowing smoke ever which way. Now, and I ain't talking about stick smoke either. They blowing something else.
Jimmy. What was I at? Jimmy, something's wrong, man. Everywhere you go, these kids are smelling like weed every. Yo, wash your hand and wash your. If you gonna smoke, don't come out in public. I'm not gonna say where I was, cause people go, Jimmy. I mean, no, man. They man, wash your. Bro, have some with you. That stuff stink, man. And I just wanted to add that to it because you just said whatever. Yeah, I just wanted it was just a little too much this weekend. I smelt it on some people. Yeah, and it's people came in your event last night. I smelled it on. Smelled it on.
That's
Yeah,
sad.
yeah. It's just a stench, man. And they probably can't smell it because they been smoking. You know what I'm saying? But Jimmy, I did want coach. You know it went viral when they talked about the kid, but then when I want this to go just as viral. I ain't changing the subject because this is something every parent could learn from. But I want this to go viral just like what his son did. Hold on.
Speaking for my son, like make sure anytime y'all anywhere know the capabilities of everybody around you, right? My son didn't get in trouble for the people around him. He got in trouble for his decision. So always be mindful of every decision y'all make because it can pretty much take over you, it can consume you, and make you think that you who you're not, right? So anytime y'all everywhere, and they're saying the correct thing, anytime y'all everywhere, just think everything is looking at you. Everything is magnified. The smallest thing you can do can make the biggest difference in your life. I don't like talking like that. I can curse y'all out all day and have fun with it. But when I'm talking like from life living, I get kind of emotional, so I kind of fall back off that. But I'm just telling y'all, just make the right decision. All right?
Man, that man was teared up, Jimmy, and you was in a situation. I mean, we were around kids. You know, they tweeting about. Gary tweeted out saying the kids got handlers. In the 2026 class, he saw some handlers. He asked the kid. What school you going with? The kid looked around the three people to ask them. Man, we doing too much. But in case you didn't hear that, T. Morant, he said, my son didn't get in trouble because people around him. He got in trouble because of his decisions. T. Morant was speaking to some attendees at the up and coming elite camp in New Orleans. One of the topics the kids asked about today was how to handle when people are talking about you. This is coming from the person closest to Jah. Accountability is crucial. And I believe a credible redemption season is around the corner. And Jimmy, the reason I say this, I'm watching even little Mayberry, little Sean. I saw how people kept coming up to his mom. She was most popular. She got a little popular in there. I was
Really?
just watching. Yeah, I'm
So
sitting there watching.
they recruiting?
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. I can't wait, and I hope she watching. I hope she makes sure she get my number. She know how to get my number, and but I just saw people coming up talking. Just kept coming up talking to her. I said, I watch stuff like that, Jimmy. You know when he's, you know, and to these guys they call them I don't know handler. Let me tell you, I'm not trying to. Let me tell you something. Right now, these kids need to learn how to play basketball, Jimmy. I saw some competitive basketball. I saw some guys that didn't know how to play, too. That were very competitive. If they had some skills and some know-how to go with that, these kids can be a viable player in this community, in high school, that makes somebody say, okay, let me take a chance on them. But Jimmy, I just see in you ninth graders, you got time. So let's get in the gym. Let's get some real trainers. Call up. I put it across the stream, triple threat 360 basketball. Call those guys up. Let's get better. So next year, when you come back as a 10th grader, the drop off won't be as bad. A lot of people like I left. I enjoyed myself with them youngsters, them ninth graders. 10th graders, I saw y'all a little bit. I just didn't like the way y'all was moving. I didn't like the way y'all warmed up. And Jimmy, you saw a lot more of them. I didn't stay. But it was a different atmosphere. It was a different vibe. And then that's when they say all the handlers was in there. And I asked the question, I said, what you trying to handle? I didn't see nothing in the handle. And I've made a career out of knowing who can be handled.
Do the handlers confess that they are handler?
I don't know. Because of what I did. I said, how do you know they was handlers? He said, because I asked the kid what school he was going to. And the kid had to look at 3 different people to see, like, what should I say?
He might be transferring school.
Yeah, he had to look at it. So, you follow me? So, it's, I just want to know what the hell you was handling. Right now, what Jimmy said, right now, I didn't see nothing in there to handle. So y'all, we got to get better. We just got to get better. We just got it. And one young fella, I should have got his number 2. I fell in love with him. He told his dude, "Hey player, you got to pass the ball, man."
Yeah, ain't no wrong with saying
I loved him. I wish I had got his number. I got it.
Yeah, and if more kids would do stuff like, it's simple. That's constructive criticism on
yes.
the court. About that. You have to realize, see, some people try to apply camp rules to this because that's what people are told when they go to camps. Hey, they ain't gonna pass you the ball. You better shoot it when you get it. Tell them when they gonna get. That's kind of how people approach camps. This ain't a camp.
But Jimmy, they didn't pass that damn much now. They passed more than camp, but they didn't pass that much. But they had to pass that one. Because I know one dude brought it up. He wanted to shoot that thing so bad. He passed that. He went and got it back. He said, I got to shoot this thing. I'll pass it to you, but you better get it right back. But he was the best player on the team. He's the best player on the team. Man, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I enjoyed myself. I just want the kids to get better. And if you ain't getting these kids better, y'all, we done had a generation of y'all. Y'all don't know what the hell y'all doing. Let somebody else teach these kids how to play. All right, just get out the way. But what else you got?
That's it was a good fun thing. I'm just hoping right now that you mentioned the handlers are people of influence.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that y'all are going to influence these young 11th and 12th graders,
Okay.
especially the ones that are higher ranked, to be present on Sunday. Be present on
Can,
Sunday.
can I go to your well? You ain't got to do. Can I go to your website? Can I want to find out who they are? Can I
Yeah,
do that? Keep
yeah,
talking. Keep
yeah.
talking.
And the reason I'm saying this is because whether you like it or not, we have done a lot of boasting about the class of 2025. We've been there from the beginning on the class of 2024. I remember 3 years ago when they were in the ninth grade.
Excuse me.
Ruck on Wood was held for that particular year, was held at the gym in Atascocita.
Okay.
And somehow the schedule just made it permit itself to whereas we saw a matchup between Chris McDermott and Robert Miller III at Rucker on Wood. When
Mm.
they went they went head to head in the ninth grade.
Mm-hmm.
Um, both showed signs of what could be in store of what we see of them and have seen of them here and there for both players. Uh, Now they're in the 12th grade. Does either of them embrace the opportunity to come back to that platform for whatever you had inside of you to
Dan.
that persuaded you to come and give it your all and sweat and embrace the moments as a ninth grader? Can you reach back and find that inside you to show up?
Well, hold that class, cause I want to shout out. I want to put a thing, cause I want to see you. I'm gonna stay in town, and y'all better let me know if these kids coming or not. I want to see you, Sheldon Henderson. Everybody been bragging about you. I ain't seen you play because I ain't really watched you play that much. Because when I watch you, I didn't see it. But you're the number one player. I need you there. Sebastian, I need you there. Montana, I need you there. John Clark, I need you there. Brian Wheatfall, I need you there. Nigel Walls, y'all tell them I'm calling them out. I need you there. Jeremiah Cooper, I never seen you play. I need you there. Dorian Hayes, uh, 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 Chuck Hayes' son. I want to see you there. Marion Harvey, senior. I want to see you there. Christian Jones. I want to see you there. Jamal Critton. I've seen you play. I want to see some more. I want to see you there. Justin Scott. I want to see you there. Wow, they didn't drop my man way down low. I'm keep calling. Keep calling. Tyus Rapman Hayes. I want to see you there. Anthony Andrews. I want to see you there. John LeBoy. I ain't never seen you play. I want to see you there. Scotty Guillory, I saw you play. I really need to see you there. Calvin Murphy Jr., I know you done win some with the third. I need to see you there. Trey Collins, Trey Lewis, I'll see you there. Mike Collins, I know you're going to be there. I'm just Howie Keene, I ain't never seen you play, but I want to see you there. That's the top 20 in that class. I want to see you there, Doc. I just want to see you there. I don't know what nobody else done told you. Y'all already know me. I want to see you there. What class we looking for now, Jim? 24? All right.
24.
Let me talk to him. Robert Miller, he just gave me that analogy. You know I want to see you there. Jared Harris, I ain't never seen you play. I want to see you there. Chris McDermott, it's time for you to come back to the place where you made your bones at. I want to see you there. Kate Dawson, man, I want to see you in person. I want to see you there. Devin Pryor, never seen you play. I want to see you there. Ashton Simmons, this is Robert Hatter. This ain't nobody else. Ashton Simmons, I want to see all y'all in one place. Zion Pipkins, you left and came back. I want to see you there. Justin Begg, I want to see you there. Divine Hugo, I want to see you there. Anthony Bates, I don't care what nobody don't handle, nobody telling you. I want to see you there. Cameron Patterson, I never seen you play. Yes, I did see you play. You tore Shadow Creek butt up right there in front of me. Yes, you was hurt and was still killing. I want to see you there. Clarence Paye, I know you would have a medical problem. If you can't come, I'll understand. But I know you'll be there. Stoney Hadnot, I ain't never seen you before, baby. Stoney, I want to see you. Trent Burns, I love your game. See you there. Gambrell, you better be there. Nathan Law, Herb been bragging about you and telling about coaches ain't this. You need to be there. Jaquil Registry, I saw you when you was a youngster. You left and came back. Then I saw you dunk on somebody the other day. Please come back. I want to see you there. Chris Ketchens, Marshall, I want to see you. Never seen you. Logan Alexander, and TK Lawson. I want to see you guys, man. I'm serious. I want to see you there. Ain't nobody told me. I really want to see you guys. I'm going to cancel my trip going out of town. I want to stay here and see y'all. If I go out of town, I'm going to come back Saturday night so I can be there to see y'all. All right? Come on now. Don't do me like that. All right, and guess what? All this week, I'm going to call y'all out. To somebody call me and tell. Well, how to, and if you can't come, Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com. Somebody, I want to talk to you. I need to talk to you. All right, Jimmy, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to take up all that time.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Chad Grote, man, from up in Arizona, and he will be the area codes.
Thank you.
He will be in the building.
Thank
Once again, I mentioned Ike Wilson flew in from Wisconsin, and here's another young man that's coming from the West Coast at this time. He's coming here specifically, well, primarily to watch and study and evaluate Rucker on Wood. And that's a great thing. Young fellas like that come on through. That way you can see what's the moving parts and to pick things up and to watch some of these kids. Everybody hears about a lot of these names. Now this is in the purest form. And I'm just, I'm
you just made me, because guess what? I really want to see these guys.
Yeah.
I want to see them.
I want to see them, Hatter, because understand something. All throughout the year, indirectly or directly, I don't summon individual players to one place, but Rucker on Wood.
Right.
I don't call you and invite you to no camps. I don't call and invite you to this. I don't call and invite you to come show up for this. I only summon the masses one time a year. And your presence is a direct reflection of your support for the efforts that of our platforms that they provide to. And I understand that sometimes people have things to do, some way people have a place to go. I understand those situations may transpire. But for the most part, I'm talking about the ones that when people say, "Oh man, you ain't got to go to that," that ain't nothing, man. A whole bunch of nothing. But I'm like, well, wait a minute. So if this ain't nothing, there's no other open gym that these young boys will ever play in before the 12th grade season start. That would be a better open gym than Rucker on Wood. More competitive, it ain't going to be one. They'll be lollygagging around and messing around, but for the most part, so therefore, what do you expect from an open gym? You see what I'm saying? What do you expect when they go to the park and play? They foul too much in that park. What are you saying? So what are you saying? If they go play at the Fundy at 11 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday,
they fouling.
Man, you lose, you ain't gonna be able to play no more. What do you expect in an open gym? Man, I don't know none of them guys, man. They ain't gonna pick me up. Yeah, you gonna get picked up. And I had a guy came and asked me yesterday, Adam. He says to me, he already had it preconceived. It's some guy, I don't know who this parent was. It was a parent. But he had it already inside. He couldn't wait to come and say something to me. You know what he says to me?
What?
How do y'all decide which player's gonna be on which of these teams? No. He said, why y'all go and stack one of the teams? How y'all decide to pick which players on these teams? I say, I'm glad you asked me that. This year, normally, in normal years, the kids are placed on teams right in front of their mamas and dads.
By height.
We line them up from the tallest to the smallest. This year, we did the same thing, but we did it upstairs to save time.
On the computer. Yeah.
No, we didn't. Y'all
did it manually?
We lined them up on the wall upstairs.
Oh, I
They,
didn't know
they
that.
lined up around the whole room. That
Uh
room
huh.
is a big enough room that they
Yeah.
handled the 100 to 95 kids. We
Yeah.
lined them all up from the tallest to the smallest.
That's good.
And if anybody that has a kid, ask your babies how did we put them on teams. And we
Okay.
gave them a
Okay.
number 1 through 12, 12 through 1, 1 through 12, 12 through 1. And
Right.
that's how it goes. And I gave them the warning. I said, listen, I said, some of you guys basically line them up and you tell the kids, listen, look to your right. If the guy to the right is smaller than you, switch places with him and keep going until the guy to the right is no longer taller than you. And that's how the line sorts itself out. Once again, if you're standing side by side, wherever you are in the line, look to your right. If that guy is shorter than you, switch places with him. The next guy's shorter than you, switch places with him. Keep going down the line. And some of y'all can use common sense and look at the other side of the room and tell you need to go on. Just instead of keep skipping, just walk to the other side of the room and get in that part of the line and figure it out right there. And I told other ones, if you're standing next to your homeboy, the chances are very slim,
You gonna
maybe
be on.
11%, that you would be on his team. Maybe 11% chance that you have to be on his team, meaning that unless when I go from 1 to 12, then I go back 12 to 1, then 1 to 12, that means every 12 players, 2 of them will be on the same team. Other than that, you're not going to be on the same team with your buddy. This ain't that type of line. So you might well get where you need to be in the line, and the young men complied. This is how we put them on teams.
I didn't know. I didn't because I got there. I didn't get there on time.
Well, you didn't know on yesterday. You've
Yeah.
seen it in the past
Yeah.
years
I've seen it in the
how we
past.
put them
Yeah.
on teams.
Yeah.
And then we get. I mean, it's a really really distinct process that we have to go and get those names, then relay them to Sandra. She has to type all those rosters in that fast. So that means that then they go downstairs and warm up. By the time they finish their first game, she will have everything typed up, printed up, and then we come and we post them on the walls around the gym, give them to some of the media in attendance. That way now people can see who can kind of follow the schedule. And how by the time that schedule went, we were right on time. We ended before time. Everything was smooth. Like I said, it's a lot of moving parts. I think Gary, Extra Eyes Media, he was like, man, I would love to take this thing to another city. I'm like, come on. All you take it. I mean, that was my vision. For years, you heard me say that. I wish somebody would adopt Rucker on Wood in every other major city in the country. It could be done, but you have to, trust me, the moving parts, I have the blueprint. It's like I have the recipe already there. And all you're doing is you put it together and I can show you guys how to, different things that you're gonna need, different ingredients that you're gonna need to make this cake, and it can flow. It doesn't matter the talent. It matters if they're competing or not. And it's always best if you got 2 courts side by side. That's the best variation of a ruck on wood. If you're running side by side with no wall in between, because we've had it at different venues over the 20 something years. But it's always best when you can watch 2 courts at the same time and get the whole ambiance of that room just circulating and interacting amongst each other. That's ruck on wood. And but coming up, of course, as promised to you guys, because it's almost, yeah, we right on time.
Mm-hmm.
35 minutes past the hour,
Mm-hmm.
and looking at some of the comments, and I promised you guys that we would release the schedule for the season opener today. And I thought after I announced it last week, and I had a person called me about putting together possibly a new school in Houston. And man, if I can let them play in the event. And I'm like, well, who's going to play against you if you're going to extract players from the local schools after school has already started? you're not going to be very welcome amongst the scholastic coaches if doing such. And if I, who have been adamant supporter of the Houston area basketball coaches association, endorse you for doing so, then that's going to risk me losing that relationship that took me years to build and gaining the trust of the high school coaches association. Say so, I can't put you in the season opener. Can't do it. Not this year.
Who
And
you can't, Jimmy? I missed some. Who you can't put in the season?
I'm not gonna say the name. Is
It's the school you can't put in because of.
somebody
Oh
that's
yeah, I remember. I remember. Okay, I got you. I got you. Say no more. I know what you're talking about.
so
Okay.
I and so I
Yeah.
just want to put that disclaimer out there.
Yeah.
I
Just
think
couldn't
the
happen. Right.
relationship's important, and but I do have the schedule, and I want to share with you guys. This is the season opener. Remember now, we have a girls
Teasing them.
kickoff classic that we announced on the Chop Shop earlier this month. That girls event is going to take place November the 4th at Delmar Fieldhouse. Our first ever scholastic girls event. I'm so excited about that. It's called the Girls Kickoff Classic. And that's November the 4th at Delmar Fieldhouse. And of course, that particular event, the schedule, you can see it in the Jumbotron on rcssports.com. It's going to be 6 games on that day. Now, on the following weekend, November the 10th and the 11th, is the RCS Sports season opener, which is powered by Boost Mobile. This event takes place at the Campbell Center, and
That man got him a
I'm,
drink in the middle of his talk.
man, I'm excited about the schedule. I've showed it, and I sent it to you, Hatter, last week, and you saw that schedule, and you was like, "Whoa!"
I couldn't say nothing about it though. I couldn't say nothing.
And without further ado, we're going to engage and show you this schedule or share with you this schedule of the season opener. First, we'll start with Friday's action. On Friday, November the 10th, first game will be at 4 p.m. at the Campbell Center. We have Aldine versus Katy Jordan High School. Katy Jordan High School, they are that's Charlie Jones and his crew. These guys here, they are eager to play this particular game. Aldine High School, that's Andre Butte Jr. And he's they're based in Aldine ISD. And so he's definitely hyped to play against Katy Jordan. So, once again, that game now would tip everything off at the Campbell Center on November the 4th. Uh, 5:30 is the next game.
Wait a minute, you talking about the women? I
Oh,
thought it was November the 10th.
November the 10th.
Okay,
In the
okay.
days.
Scared the hell
November
out of me, man.
Friday, November the 10th. November the 4th is a Saturday. Friday, November the 10th. 4 p.m. Aldine versus Katy Jordan. 5:30, we have St. Francis Episcopal versus Westfield. And that gives Jeremiah Cooper, he's about 6'8", had a 11th grade at Westfield, gives him an opportunity to test his mettle against Nigel Walls and the rest of the crew, John LeBoy and all those guys, Omarion Harvey and all. So Jeremiah Cooper played for the Defenders this summer, and one of the most improved players in the area from during the summer. This is going to be in Westfield is always in Hatter. That number 90 or number 96 you mentioned earlier. Guess what high school he go to?
Westfield.
Westfield. Mr. Washington.
But he's young though. I don't know if he's gonna be able to play.
If he bring that type of fire,
Oh yeah, he bring that. Yeah, he can play anywhere. You're right.
On varsity.
Yeah, he can bring that. Yeah,
He bring that type of fire, he be on varsity.
yeah.
So now that's this 5:30 game. the 7:30 game. Matter of fact, I think it'd be more fun if I type some of this in for you guys. That way you have it. You'll have it. Just bear with me right there. I want to get everybody caught up. Give you a chance now to share the show anyway. Right? Just share the show. Right?
Okay.
Everybody share the show right now. Y'all haven't done it anyway all day. Share the show.
Yeah,
Come on, let's get this thing popping. I'm releasing the schedule for the RCS Sports season opener, which takes place November the 10th and 11th at the Campbell Center. Right? And that is, we are at the 7 o'clock game. And guess what you're going to get at 7 o'clock? You're going to get the return of Coach David Peavy for Duncanville High School. He's coming in town. He's going to be remember, he suspended all of last season. Duncanville was briefly ranked number 1 in the United States without him. He comes back. He got a little bug in his crew, and also what's the young fella played with the overtime elite? What's the young fella? Come on now. That's going to the Ignite now.
Oh, Ron Holland.
No.
Ron Holland going to Ignite?
Yeah, Ron Holland going tonight. What's the other young? Oh, is he going to Ignite or G League? The other young fella from
G
Bush
League
High
is
School.
Ignite, Jimmy. G League Ignite is the same thing.
What the little fella? Come on, y'all. What's my name? What's my young fella name? Let me look through I done forgot. My mind done went blank on the kid. And I'm looking in the magazine right now. Tyler Smith, little brother. That's what I'm talking about. Cam Smith.
He's going to
He's at Duncanville High School now. He moved to Dallas. He's at Duncanville. Tyler Smith, little brother, Cam Smith. So he's about 6'7". He's with Duncanville now. They will be playing against Seven Lakes. So Seven Lakes and Duncanville is the 7 o'clock game, right? Next up is the 8:30 game. And that's going to cap off the first day of action. And I'm typing it in on the Facebook feed. And we have Shadow Creek versus Pebblebrook, Georgia. Pebblebrook, Georgia. Pebblebrook is one of the top teams in Georgia. They'll be traveling to Houston, open their regular season against Shadow Creek. I've seen in that second session outer, I seen a kid number 80 that goes to Shadow Creek, and he's in the 10th grade. And if he ain't in the rotation at Shadow Creek, then they must gonna be really good. If he not in the rotation, this boy is aggressive. I'm talking. Listen, aggressive.
How tall is?
And his team, probably about 6'3".
Okay.
Probably about 6'3".
Okay.
And what's that young fella?
So who is Pebblebrook, Jimmy?
Jalen Singleton is his name.
Jalen Singleton. I'm gonna look for. Who is Pebblebrook?
It
ain't Fob them team, is it?
That's Fob. He's assistant coach there. That's Fob's team.
Oh, okay. We got to really send them back there with a whooping. Shadow Creek got to whoop them.
They're gonna leave here and go to Dallas and play Duncanville on that Saturday in Duncanville's event. So it was kind of like, I helped put that together for them. That's
all I can tell you is Houston against everybody. It's Houston. We got to cheer for Shadow Creek that game now. I know y'all haters out there. They won't let, but Jimmy, Jimmy, I can't wait. I can't wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna tell y'all again. Gary Carter, if you know anybody, go back and listen to the show early. I need all of these guys at the Ruck on the Wood next weekend. All of them guys. All the guys in the top 20, I want all of them there because I got something special for them when they come. Okay. Now, Doug, I got something special for him. Jimmy, hold on. Let me see.
Yeah,
Let me see. So you got Shadow Creek there. So that's the nightcap.
that's the nightcap on that Friday night.
That's going to be a good
8:30
nightcap. That's a
8:30
good
p.m.
nightcap. Good nightcap. Good nightcap. A lot of Pebblebrook kids ran on Game Elite Georgia Stars. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. They got some talent now.
I like how you do. See, I like that. I like so. So you think that? So what? See, Shadow Creek. Jimmy must think that much of y'all. Why you put him to Shadow Creek? Why didn't you sick nobody else on these boys? You knew Shadow Creek can handle their business.
Well, this is the return of young Mr. Jackson. Remember,
Oh,
he
that's
got
right.
hurt and missed the whole
He's
season.
still been limping though, Jimmy.
Well, they got 3 months to keep not limp no more.
Okay. All right.
I would assume that he would, he's going to, have a safe recovery, and be cleared by his physician by then. That's the anticipation of this matchup. Meanwhile, you got Mike.
Yeah, got Mighty Mike.
I almost called him Mike Miles. You got a little Mike. You got a little Mike,
Hey,
and
he
guess
gonna
what?
make you forget about Mike Miles. You know Mike Miles, my new nephew now. I love
Mike
him.
Miles got a chance.
I
Got a
love him.
chance.
No, I'm just talking about what he did for the community up there, for the guy on the football team.
It's more, that's a whole nother topic for a day. But at
Yeah,
the same time, giving back.
yeah,
Giving back.
give him
It's
back.
not that hard for
Give him back.
you to
Yeah,
do.
great kid.
Man,
That's my new
that's
that's
all
my
you-
new best friend.
yeah. Shout out to Mike Miles. But what we're doing right now, if you just tuned to the Chop Shop, we're releasing the schedule for the season opener, November the 10th and the 11th at the Campbell Center. And if you missed on Friday's schedule, it starts at 4:00 that afternoon on that Friday. Aldine and Katy Jordan, St. Francis Episcopal versus Westfield, Seven Lakes versus Duncanville, Shadow Creek versus Pebblebrook, Georgia. That's the 4 games on Friday's slate.
Can I make a confession? Y'all know I've been had this for about a week and a half, and I ain't gave it to nobody. Jimmy, I ain't told nobody nothing. But Jimmy, I looked on this list, Jimmy, why? And you can help me. I looked on this next list because you finna call them. Why Second Baptist ain't on there? And Second Baptist don't. Why they not on there?
They were invited.
They were invited.
And I think, matter of fact, I had a spot. Just talked to Coach Mouton. I'm trying to tell you what date it was on last because I had a spot that came open in one of the other events. And
I want to see them play.
let's see, I'm trying to see what day it was. Or somebody texting my phone. They got my phone locked up. I can't text out. You can tell somebody, you.
Yeah. Tell me leave you alone.
Yeah, leave me alone. Y'all know I'm busy. Gracious. But let me see. They still text. Good gracious, man. I'm trying to search.
Man, you got to put them on Do Not Disturb.
There you go.
Skip the son play on that team.
On which one?
On Second Baptist.
Oh, that's right. He does as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Damon.
of course, Damon Jones. We smoked the stick this past weekend, and also they have a sophomore that's one of the top sophomores, projected to be one of the top sophomores in the area.
What's his name?
It's a young sophomore named Doug.
Not Haskins.
That's it. That sound like it.
Yeah.
It sound like it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
They was invited to the.
So they was invited to the but they didn't. So you trying to get them in a nut? So they were invited to the season opener.
They were invited to the hoops giving.
The hoops get okay. I got you.
That's
okay.
I'm looking in the text messages right now.
Okay.
They got the invite to the hoops giving on April the 4th. You hear me? April the 4th. April the 4th.
Okay.
They were invited to the hoops giving class.
Okay.
I had to go. I know I had to go deep up in my Texas to
So
get you know you guys a
so
date.
so they didn't agree
Sometimes
to nothing.
no, then they was gonna come to the hoops giving. Then he realized he texted me last week and says on August the 12th, my bad Hicks, Taps only allows us to play 22 games and 3 tournaments. I'm full. So I'm glad y'all asked that because I put parents, y'all get to wondering why this. Hey, I tried. I tried. And move my that's my dude. I've eaten
I
at
know
his
you
dinner
done had
table.
some at that place before.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying though, but I always said how that's a new description when you say it to people. That makes people really understand. Like you say, if I say Charles Woodson, you can say, can you say I've eaten at his dinner table?
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Though? So when you start talking,
Billion
a lot
times.
of people, a lot of you guys out there just playing bumper cars and playing bumper pool around there, and people don't think enough of you to invite you into their sacred spaces.
Absolutely.
That means something. If you were
So why
invited,
didn't he get in the tournament then? Evidently he ain't gonna invite your ass no more.
no, he just somebody. Maybe how sometimes a head coach don't really do all his schedule. Like at Bel Air, I know he uses some assistant coach to do it. Sometimes people may not know the changes in how many games you can play,
Oh,
and you might just say, you know what, out of respect, we'll keep that other one we did. Normally, when you overbook, you you bump the game that you picked up last out of respect because the other guy you're not giving him the time to go and find him an opponent if you drop that other game.
right.
So
I got you. I got you. I got you.
normally
I've been a
for those,
scheduling conflict.
yeah, it wasn't. It ain't
Okay.
nothing bad. I understand it
Okay.
because I didn't need him to play. It was that offer was there, and so
But
for
I
second
want
ball,
him to play though, man.
I want him to play too. I want him to play too. But and guess what? We got we'll
We got
see.
to figure something out, man. We got to get it. Anybody got a tell? No. It ain't because I don't want no janky promoter to come up here and just get a damn tournament. So let's keep talking. Well, let's go on Saturday.
And then,
let's see what we got on Saturday.
next the season opener, November the 11th. Now we're on that Saturday morning. The first game. This day. This let me tell you something. There are several potent, attractive matchups on this particular day. I don't know if I've ever had this many potent early matchups in the
In the morning.
history of the
Because
season.
usually I don't come early in the morning. I be coming. So you mean I'm going to have to get up and come early?
I mean, and watch when I tell you these matchups. Watch this: 9 o'clock in the morning. This is what you got, right? You got CE King and St. John.
Oh, I got to come see my man. I got to come see my man Sebastian. I be there at 8:30.
And Sebastian and C. King has a big Logan Alexander. He's about 6'9", 6'8". So that's gonna give him some.
He gonna get some work. Sebastian gonna give him that work. That's what's gonna happen. Hey, Logan, you gonna get that work.
No, Logan folk watch the Chop Shop now.
I know it. Hey, that's Logan. He better be ready. Cause the Sebastian is on. Let's go. Keep going. Keep going.
Now, next up, I'm typing them in as we go. And next up, we have the 10:30 game on that Saturday.
Jimmy, let Doug call in right quick. Could you hook it up right quick?
We can hook it up, but I ain't get. Oh, well,
You didn't charge it up.
I got the speaker. He gonna be on the regular. Tell Doug, put the phone up there for Doug to call in there. Doug
Doug know the number. Hold up, Jimmy. I can try this phone. Hold on. Tell Doug to try this number. Hold on, man.
He can call his number. Oh, you got. Oh, it's right. You can plug him on in if he calling that number without what.
Oh yeah, I can plug it. Hold up. Did I write the right number now?
I'm ready for him. If he come
Let's
on.
see. Hold up, Doug. Doug called Jimmy. I ain't got. Let me see. Let me get the.
Yeah, it's in your thing.
Yeah, I got that one. Tell Doug to call out. That's me there, Junior. I think that's me. Call that number, Doug. Keep on. Come on, Jimmy. Come on. Doug, you should have. Doug been driving, trying to get back. So call that number, Doug.
The 10:30 game. The 10:30 game is up on, and that is Adam. When I'm putting it on there, you can go and put it on the screen so the YouTube people can see whenever I type it in. You can put it on the screen. That way YouTube can catch it
Okay.
and they can see these matchups.
Okay.
And
That
of course,
makes
that is
so you want me to put on the next one up here? I'm gonna get. Uh, I'm gonna just go ahead. Just go and do your thing. I got it. I got it. I
yeah.
got it.
You go. The one I just put was the 10:30 Bel Air and Summer Creek.
Mm-hmm.
Summer Creek and Bel Air. Summer Creek, you mentioned one of their players, Cameron Patterson, earlier. You mentioned Wheatfall earlier, and they also have Coach Coleman's Josh Coleman, the head coach's son. He was one of those ones that had an excused absence from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
They let me tell you what they did. The father had a class reunion out of town,
Mm-hmm.
right down in Port Arthur. He called in advance and let me know, hey man, we're gonna try to get back, but the family day picnic is Sunday. I mean, they gonna party with their colleagues on that Saturday night or whatever, but on Sunday everybody get to meet everybody's families at the park or whatever. So he says, I said, well, hell, Josh can probably ride one of those kids down there because they got a couple kids from Silsby gonna be coming here. He said, no, but it's family day. So therefore,
I
he
got
need
you,
to
dude.
be there. But we're gonna try to get back in good faith. What we're gonna do is still register him, which they did. How they registered him for the event, paid the money for him to play in the event they can make it back in time. They didn't make it back in time. But the thought is, see, that's what I'm saying about the communication bridge that myself and Coach Coleman, once again, I've eaten at his dinner table. I probably ate too many shrimp, and that's why they invited me back in a few months. But don't invite me on shrimp day or crawfish day. You're gonna get just what you asked for if you're doing that. Trash man ain't gonna even need to run the next day. He don't even need to run. Uh, we can't hear
Hold on.
you.
Okay, I got you. Doug, you can hear me now, Jimmy? I got Doug.
Yeah,
Doug, what's going on, man? We talking about Bel Air versus Summer Creek right now.
yeah.
Oh, that's some heat right there. That's some heat right there.
Can y'all hear Doug?
We hear.
And you're gonna have two freshmen on varsity in that game.
Who we got? Who?
Well, C.J. Williams that played at Ruck on Wood yesterday, he going to Bel Air.
Really?
Wait a minute. I like one of them little dudes going to Bel Air.
Bob
That's
a
the
little
kid you was
sneaky
talking
self.
about, Adam.
Oh, that's him? Okay.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
Bob a little sneaky self.
Oh, Glover. That's my dude.
Yeah.
And and, and
Nah, he pretty good. He pretty good. So that's gonna be a good matchup, man.
What else you got, Jimbo?
now who Summer Creek got?
McCree got, of course, Cam Patterson, Bryson Weefall, Davin Cross, who had a really good year for the Drive Nation Houston 16U team. Jacob Van Osten, who's probably one of the better shooters in the city. Coach Coleman, he got a whip over there. They're gonna be pretty good. That district is like the Big 12 of high school basketball.
Well, guess what? The next up, that's the second game of the morning. You getting Bel Air and Summer Creek.
Crazy.
The third game of the morning, it just posted at 12 noon, is going to be Elkins versus Atascocita.
Oh my God, man!
That's what you're talking about right there?
That's what I'm talking about right there. What you think
Ooh.
about that one?
That's gonna be a game full of guards. Elkins lost Jacoby Osborne, but still got what's the kid's name? Todd Woods. They got a bunch of really good guards that seasoned veteran guards that's been on varsity 3-4 years at Elkins. And Justin Mitchell over there, as well as the kid that plays for Fresno Flyers. His name is slipping my mind right now, but he can really shoot it. I see G Day on the line. He might can. I can't think of the kid's name, but he can really shoot. He plays for the Fresno Flyers.
And you know what a Atascocita got, man. They loaded every year. They brought back pretty much everybody from last year. Jarrell Barron.
Yeah.
Who else they got? Jalen Fenner is going to be one of the better 2025s in the city before it's all said and done. So, yeah, and they of course they won the Super 16 last. What? They done won it the last 2 years.
3.
3 years.
Last 3 years. So they just keep rolling over there. So that's gonna be a good matchup, man. It's a lot of heat early in the day, man. That's crazy.
Dude. And of course, just when you think it's about to slow down, we got some more heat for you. And guess what that is?
What you got? Let me get that heat out there and put
at
this
1:30 on Saturday, November the 11th, at the season opener, we have Dickinson versus Houston Christian.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
In this matchup, you're going to get two of the better 2025 point guards in the city. Of course, with Montana Wheeler and a guy everybody's going to know before the end of the year. His name is David Chong that goes to Dickinson. It is really, really good. And, of course, you got Cosm Boyd at Dickinson. You got Chris Adlam at Houston Christian. It's going to be a good matchup, man. And it's going to be really competitive because both coaching staffs are really competitive and really boisterous in their opinion. So it might be a little noise talking on the sideline as well.
What?
Yeah, he know that, man. He know what he's doing.
What you mean? What you saying, Doug?
You know how them two coaching staffs are, man. You know how they get down.
So we got to even watch the coaching staffs in this game. Wow.
So who you picking to win that game, Doug?
That's tough. I'm gonna go with Dickinson because I think they're a little longer and more athletic than Houston Christian, but it's gonna come down to the last couple of minutes of the fourth quarter, though.
Well, guess what? I have the game after that. I have a matchup of that includes two of the top underclassmen in the state, and that is 3:00, November 11th, at the Campbell Center. We got Beaumont Westbrook versus San Antonio Wagner.
Elijah Gary versus the young fella from Wagner. That's good.
Trayvon Clark.
Yeah, that's Tristan Clark's younger brother, right?
He kin to him. I don't know if that's his young brother or not. He kin to him.
I think that is, but it might not be. Yeah, that's gonna be a good matchup, man. They came down last year and had a battle with St. Francis. Wagner always comes show love in the city of Houston, man. That's some good people. But then you gotta also remember, man, Beaumont Westbrook got that bad dude, Ashton Simmons, man.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
That's gonna be a good platform for him to showcase. I don't know if he would have made his college decision by then, but he's one of the better players in the state of Texas at the guard position. Probably the best rebounding guard in the state.
Well, so if you got Beaumont Westbrook playing at 3:00, it's only fitting for my 4:30 game to give the fans of Beaumont a double treat of their local teams. And we have Beaumont United playing against Aldine Nimitz, which has a coach with a little Beaumont connection. What's that?
Man, my guy Taji coaching on pretty much against the school that he coached at. That's gonna be a good matchup too. Sending prayers to Clarence Paye. He's on the way to recovery. He had a scare a couple of weeks ago. Was told that he should be clear by October, so he might be back for that game. But still got Cade Dotson, Jeremy Roach, not Jeremy Roach. I can't think of the kid's name. His last name Roach at Beaumont United. Paye should be back though by that time. And then for Nimitz, Eric Woods is had a pretty solid summer. He was at the Texas State camp and did really well. And they also have Dominic Samuel. So that's going to be a good game, man. Two teams that's going to get after it. They played twice last year and both were competitive games. So it should be a fun one to watch.
Now, I'm looking at a comment, Doug, and
someone don't know what he's talking about. I know
said that Beaumont United is going to beat the brakes off Nimitz. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't.
I missed that comment.
Only thing is because I know how well prepared Taji has his kids, and losing the heart and soul of United's team for the past 3 years, Traylon Porsche, it's going to be different watching them play this year. And if Paye doesn't play, that changes the whole dynamic of the team.
Guess what?
Tell Fred I don't bet on high school basketball.
Heard that, Fred.
So next up, of course, is the 6 o'clock game, and therefore it's only even better fitting to give the fans of Beaumont. You got Beaumont Westbrook, followed by Beaumont United. Westbrook playing San Antonio Wagner. Beaumont United playing Nimitz, which of course Taji Rito, who Doug just mentioned, he was the starting guard for Beaumont Ozan back in the days, right? So back in the Kendrick Perkins day. So Taji was on one of those championship teams. Then that game will be followed by another dandy, and that is 6 p.m. Saturday, November 11th. You have College Park versus Silsbee.
Ooh, that's a really good one as well.
Why?
The cover feeling gonna be rocking, man. So College Park have a freshman named J.D. Williams, who I watched yesterday. That kid's gonna be a factor on their team this year. Plus, you have Martez James, Ian Inman, and what's the other kid's name? But they have a really good team. And Silsbee, of course, you have the great Jared Harris. Yeah, the great Jared Harris. But they also have a really good freshman named Peyton Jones, who was also at Ruck on Wood yesterday and played really well. So it's a lot of young talent. Unfortunately, Silsbee not going to have their full team because they projected to win state in football. But when you have two guys like Jared Harris and Peyton Jones, that's enough for admission right there. So both of those guys are going to be Division I players. Like, Peyton Jones is considered to be the next great one out of Silsbee. That's how good he is.
But and you definitely got a good point on that, because that was one of the reasons I made the schedule like that, because that will be the first weekend of the playoffs, and Silsbee is definitely not expected to get rolled in the first round of the playoffs. So I had to, and I spoke with coaches like, well, understand, just don't give us nothing where it's a setup. I gave them something, a team that's good, but that game should be very competitive, and it should be a pick 'em. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if College Park win this game. Jared Harris has enough around him to win this game, but don't be surprised. This College Park team, which goes to Region 2, they could make it to the regional tournament in that respective Region 2 once March rolls around, or the end of February. Well, no, it's the beginning of March. Now, we're talking right now. Doug Jones is on the line, and we are releasing the schedule for the RCS Sports season opener, which will take place November the 10th and the 11th at the Campbell Center. and we are down to the last game of the day on that November 11th. And I'm going to call this the Herb Baker Special
Why?
because he asked for this. And that is Booker T. Washington versus Pasadena Memorial. Who is that, Doug?
Oh,
Why you laughing,
I
Doug?
love that one.
Why you laughing, Doug?
Now Herb been beating this drum for 4 years since they went. That's crazy. Since they went to Rucko Woods, so it's the Chris McDermott versus Robert Miller matchup.
Hey man, these young kids gonna be so much better in college for having these kind of matchups against each other.
Absolutely. I'm talking about it.
Yeah, I'm really liking this. And only thing Jimmy, you know what? And I love all these matchups, but I ain't heard one name. I ain't heard you know I got a new name. I ain't heard John Clark's name yet. When he gonna play?
I got John Clark in the hoops giving. I got him.
Right. Okay.
I got him in the hoops giving.
Okay.
You know what? I told the coach. I told the coach earlier.
I'll never forget that. That was mid-pandemic too. I'll never forget that.
What's that?
I went on a Twitter rant after that, but that's gonna be a good game, man, because you still got little Otis Carter from Booker T.
Oh yeah.
Gary Brown from Pasadena Memorial. So that's a good backcourt matchup as well. So
hold on, I want to see why did Herb go off about what Herb which guy Herb was closer to?
So what happened was everybody was gawking over Robert Miller. He was the new city.
Okay.
And people knew who Chris McDermott was, and they matched up with each other in Rucko Wood. And Chris McDermott got the best. Like Robert Miller was playing really.
I remember that, Jimmy. I remember that now. I didn't come out there. I remember Herb. Yeah, I remember. But
Robert Miller has gotten better. So I think Chris McDermott and Justin Begg are the two most consistent kids in the city. So that should be a good one.
It's going to be rocking. Of course, that's November the 10th and 11th at the Campbell Center. Tickets will go on sale during the season. During the Super 16. You guys will be able to get, and that'll be the 1st of October. October's tickets will go on sale for that particular event. And and we may even, once again, we're going to bring back the VIP seating as well. We implemented that about 2 years ago, where any fan can buy tickets to put feet on the wood down on the floor, which is an awesome thing. So therefore, stay tuned for details on that. That's the season opener, powered by Boost Mobile, and it's going to tip this season off with a big bang at the Campbell Center for boys basketball. Doug, we definitely appreciate that, man.
Thank you, Doug.
Chopping up with us, man, giving us a recap, taking us.
You're getting good at this. Doug getting good at this, man.
Oh,
man.
getting great at it.
I watch enough basketball. I should know a little something.
All right, baby. Appreciate it, man. We'll see. Hey, we'll see you on the other side.
Yeah. No,
all right.
Shout out to Eric Harrison from Chicago. He says, man, y'all make it where I feel like I'm back home in the shot. Thank y'all for putting this together. Can't wait. Hey, we look forward to Eric Harrison being feet boots on the wood at the Campbell Center. That way, the VIP seats enable the fans to also get into the hospitality room, which if I start explaining that to you guys right now, I promise you, though it wouldn't be and we sold out remember how we sold out the VIP tickets. Remember, we only had a allotted amount and we sold out of them last year. They gobbled those things up so fast. That was a great thing as people are, and that helps to create that ambiance. Campbell Center seats nearly 8,000 fans. It is the largest high school basketball venue in all of the state of Texas. Is the Campbell Center. High school only. Remember that state tournament that's not a high school venue in San Antonio. That's the Alamo Dome. It's not built for high school stuff. But that's so as it stands, It's going to be rocking.
Jimmy, you might have another visitor.
Big Matt, come on down. Like Bob Barker used to say. That we talking about the season opener, and that will take place November the 10th and 11th. Yes, we got a team from Atlanta coming down in Pebblebrook, Georgia. We'll play Shadow Creek on November the 10th. We just hope Overtime Elite isn't busy that particular night. Matt can sneak on up in here and get some action and catch Duncanville and Seven Lakes that same night. Be back home and the next morning after watching a couple of games as well. We definitely invite you to come on down and join. Thaddeus Moody from Chicago. He says he's already booked for his trip to come down. It's his annual trip now, and it's definitely something to see. And that is these as far as these youngsters. I'm reading some of the comments at the same time, and I'm just looking.
Oh, Jeffrey Day said he ran out of food.
He ran out of food too. Yeah, because he messed around and
he got that.
Messed around and let Archie and Doug and Jeffrey Day up in that room, man. And then Gary. Don't let Gary trick y'all. Gary lose a little weight, but y'all don't think Gary ass eat too. Y'all don't let him fool y'all.
Man, just bring you some. Just bring you some extra food. Hey, shout out to Robert Carroll. That's my favorite. He had them good Skittles for me that day. He keeps a bag full of Skittles.
He can eat too. He can eat too. He greedy too.
Yeah, but he eat all he want. He keep bringing them Skittles. Robert Carroll, keep bringing them Skittles, buddy. I love you. You might not know nothing about. No, I ain't gonna say it. Hey, I got to tell this story. Me and Robert Carroll. He said, "Man, this dude right here gonna give it to this dude right here. He gonna give it to him tonight, Hannah. Your dude going down today." Man, that dude was terrible. Dude, man, my guy gave him about 30 something and sent him on back home. I said, Robert Carroll. What did happen? What?
No, go on.
No, I'm done. That's good. I was messing with Robert Carroll about that.
I would be remiss if I did not share, and I hope like hell you shared it in the first hour before I got on here. The recap of the championship game of the No Excuses Pro Am League.
You can recap.
Made my way down there, guys, and and shout out to the crew down there, Casey and his wife.
Yeah.
She gave me. I had Big Ray from Baton Rouge down there with me, and Big Ray, we sit right there had feet on the wood, and man, it was remarkable because I love. You guys know how I am when I'm witnessing history. I love to be a part of history. That was a historic day at the Fundy Recreation Center, as not only did one person eclipse the all-time scoring record of the No Excuses Pro League, another player broke it. So you had the record was 60 points set by Jonathan Simmons a couple of seasons ago. Jacob Young scored 60. Donovan Stretch Williams scored 60. What is it, 62?
62. And they tried to double. They were trying to double and keep him from scoring.
Yeah. I couldn't believe that.
Me either.
I really couldn't believe that. And the game,
D'Angelo got mad.
It was a double-digit result. The spread.
Yeah, it was way past double digits.
I can see if it was a single-digit game and you're trying to get the win. Yes, you got to do that. How to get the win? But this game was out in the fourth quarter. It was way out of hand.
Yes,
way out of reach, and they were doubling Stretch in hopes of containing him or preventing him from setting the record at the Fundy Recreation Center for this particular Pro-Am League. Now, it's not the all-time scoring record in the history of the Pro-Am, which is a different thing. Pro-Am is like saying AAU. No Excuses Pro League is a variation, is another form of what the Pro-Am used to be. So they're not. So when we use Pro-Am, people always say I'm going to the Pro-Am, but that's what it used to be called back in the days.
Yeah.
And some cities may still have a Pro-Am.
Yeah.
This one is Pro-Am is not the noun, it's the adjective. It's what describes it. So I hope you guys, that way when you No Excuses the reason that I know how it feels when you're talking about branding, that they want you to say no excuses pro
Pro
league.
league. Yeah.
That way now it gives a distinct difference and definition of what you are talking about. So, man, Donovan Stretch Williams, he, if you were there, and we invited and tell you guys so very often to take these young players to stuff like that so that they could see. And there's so many different things you can learn from watching those types of games. First of all, y'all don't influence too many people. The emphasis is on getting better, working out, getting yourself better, working on your skill set. But then there's no emphasis on let's go watch and study some guys. Let's go watch and study some pros. Let's go watch and study some basketball. So that means like a film session. There's no consistent degree of that for these young people. I watched a little kid that played for High Tower High School a couple of years ago. It seemed like this a couple of years ago. And he was not a Division I prospect.
Mm-hmm.
He has transformed his body.
Mm-hmm.
And that young man now is like not, it's like almost having it's almost like Al Roker having the surgery on his body. It's almost, that's what he had in his basketball game. This little kid, Kevin McGaskell.
Yeah. He can play.
Yeah, but it ain't nothing like what you saw. What year you came out of high school?
Yeah, he came out, I don't know what year he came out.
And so a guy like him can be inspiring to one of these little ball beaters that y'all have around the city. This little kid can make some money overseas. I'm quite sure Kevin is playing overseas somewhere. And he can be inspiring to some of y'all. But all Stretch has to do is just keep being a good person. Keep honing his basketball skills. And the opportunity can present itself for him because he has the fundamentals.
He can play.
The athletic God-given talent right now to play in the NBA. He's been on 2 rosters. He played 2 games at the end of the season with the Atlanta Hawks when they got eliminated from the playoffs. Remember, they signed him, and he actually played. It wasn't but a couple of minutes in each one of those games, but he has played in an actual NBA game. He's one of that 5,000 or so that ever played in the history of basketball. A lot of people don't realize that, Hal. In the history of NBA.
Now, if you got to have a certain amount of years to get in that crew. Yeah.
You got a certain amount of years?
Yeah, you got to have. So I forgot what they was telling me about the other day, about 2 or 3 years to get
3 years. 3 years.
3 years to get in that number. To
3
get
years.
in that number.
3 years.
To be counted as a legitimate NBA player.
That's when your insurance kick in.
Yeah. And it's 4,000, almost 5,000, but it's close.
Yes.
But but you know what's so unique? I was sitting over there talking to some Leary and another guy before the game, and I said, "Man, do me a favor, just watch Donovan Williams." I said, "I didn't know he was gonna be this good," and then the boy go out there and score 60. I just told him before the game. But keep going.
You told him what?
I told Leary and another guy, we were sitting up there talking, and I just mentioned Donovan Williams. I said, that's going to be the catalyst of this game. This was before the game even started because he killed the lane. He had 40-something in the game before, Jimmy.
Yeah, they say he had 40 to get in the semifinal.
Yes.
And come back and drop a 60.
60 piece, yes.
2 W's. 2 W's.
And 2 wins, yeah.
And so, hey, man, shout out to Stretch, man. I understand that. I mean, guess what? And it just goes to show you the talent. And I didn't know that. Thanks, Herb. This little Kevin plays for Prairie View. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Shit. Man, TSU, we're going to have problems, man.
Go.
TSU have problems.
Hey, let me repeat to you. TSU is not having no problems.
The little fella back. The little fella coming back.
No. Let me tell you something. I done been over there. TSU ain't got no problems.
Do we got the little fella back at the point guard?
PJ.
Yeah.
PJ back.
Oh, yeah.
PJ back. Jimmy, PJ back. Zatarius Martin back. Jimmy, I got 2 or 3 surprises for you over there, boy. Oh, my goodness. TSU.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm so glad. Woo! I can't wait that Labor Day Classic.
And what I'm going to tell her, Stretch is about 2 or 3 years away from being a guy that's going to be a rotational player in there. He ain't finna go next year and kill. But if he keep on staying and keep on sticking and staying and be in the right and saying the right things and do the right things, he can have a chance. Because there's a lot of him coming out. There's a lot of guys just like him going to be coming out, going to be saying the right thing. If he's a good kid, and I'm telling you how these people be thinking. If you're going to be a Theo Pinson if I'm going to keep you around. When the GM tell me Theo Pinson going to always have a job because he's the best team player on my team. Theo Pinson can't play that to me, but Dallas going to always keep it until they can find another one like him. So, hey, being a good kid with keeping him around so he can keep getting a check and then he able to put in the right position at the right time, Stretch going to be all right. But, Jimmy, let's get out of here, man. I got to go.
Yeah, man, I got to get to the other side of town. Hey, man, it's fun, but we got to run. Make sure you share the show on your way out the door. Guys, if you missed it, of course, we released the schedule for the season opener, November the 10th and 11th at the Campbell Center. You can go back and watch the show and check that out. Also, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Casey Williams with a job well done.
Yes, great job.
And it was a great crowd in the building.
Oh, my goodness. Yes.
On Friday evening at the Fundy Recreation Center.
Hey, the pro-am sector in Houston is back.
Yeah.
It's back.
Hey, hold on. They told me that somebody next to me told me that another pro came in the building and they didn't start him and he left. Who was it? I don't know. Somebody said that before the game on Friday. I'm just saying. I'm serious,
Coach. Coach. But guess what? It ain't gonna happen no more.
Did another one come?
I don't know. He might have been still talking about Junior.
Oh, okay.
But the dude bragged to me about Jimmy. I don't want to stay here. Dude bragged to me, man. I had Patrick Beverly going off the bench. I said, dude, that's nothing to brag about. Yeah, he said he needs Jesus. But don't worry about it. Guess what? He won't have none that I done brought in there come on his team ever. That's why he got beat by 30 the other night. But let's get out.
Shout out to Rick Goffman, man, when he sung the national anthem over at the baseball game over on Saturday at the space with the Sugarland Skeeters.
Yeah. Space Cowboy.
The Sugarland Skeeters. And, hey, man, we need Brantley back, man. Our poor Astros, man, have lost 3 straight. Only thing good about that is the Rangers done lost 4 straight. So that's the only thing good about it. We ain't in good shape. We still 2.5 games behind, but the Astros should be in first place right now. This boy Julio Rodriguez from Seattle, he's a problem. He had got on base 12 straight times. And going before the Astros and leading into that series. And he's on a tear. There's no player in baseball that's hotter than Julio Rodriguez right now. He's going to be special. He's the next Ken Griffey for the Seattle Mariners. They're not going to be able to keep him long. That market is not going to be able to keep this young fella long. But anyway, we up out of here, man. See you guys on tomorrow. And
that's it.
Hey, Rod Wells, how that Dodger Stadium looking over there?
Man, that thing underwater. Man, don't be laughing about that, Jimmy. I'm just bragging about that thing. It might look like a Super Bowl over there now. I told y'all it's in a ravine. A ravine. I'm gone, man. Don't be laughing. I'm gone. I'm gone, man. You can't.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We We in the chop shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the chop shop. We in the chop shop, we live.